So now we'll go for section 17 and section 18 and section 19. Section 17 speaks about fraud. Section 18 speaks about misrepresentation. And section 19 speaks about mistake. Now as far as this fraud and misrepresentation is concerned, there is one ingredient which you have to remember. That is intention to deceive the other person. I repeat, intention to deceive the other person. That is present in case of fraud, and intention to deceive the other person is not present in case of misrepresentation. I know that there is some defect in the good and I represent as if there is no defect, knowing the fact that there is defect. I represent to you that there is no defect. That's a clear case of fraud because I had the knowledge of it and there was an intention to deceive you. But if I don't know that there is some fault in the good and I'm not representing it because I am not aware of it, I don't have the knowledge of that, and then my representation would not amount to fraud, it will amount to misrepresentation. Let me give you an example, simple example. Say I know the fact that my daughter is a lunatic. Sometimes she behaves in a very lunatic manner. And I don't disclose this fact to you and I conceal that fact. Now if I conceal that fact to you, then in such a case, that will amount to what? That will amount to what? Fraud, because here I know, I have the knowledge of that. And I represent to you that it is true, where I know it is false. Okay, let us try to understand mistake now under section 19. So as far as mistake is concerned, it can be mistake of facts and it can be mistake of law. Let me explain you that with the help of illustration. Say I have two horses. One is black in color and one is white in color. And you put a proposal of purchasing one of the horses, say the black, on 14th Feb, that is on Valentine's Day, for the reasons best known to you. Now, on 14th morning, you come to me, we go to the horse shed, that is the tabela, and what we find is that the horse is found dead. The horse is no more. The black horse which you wanted to purchase is no more. Now the point here to be noted is that neither as a seller I was aware of that fact, neither as the buyer you were aware of that fact. So here it is a mistake of fact. Now people, if you peruse right from section 15 to section 19, you observe that if the consent obtained either because of coercion, of undue influence, of fraud, of misrepresentation, the contract will be treated as voidable. The contract will be treated as voidable at the option of the aggrieved party. So the aggrieved party has the option of either accepting the contract or repudiating the contract. So if it is under if it is under coercion, if it is under undue influence, if it is under fraud or misrepresentation, then the contract will be treated as voidable contract. And if it is a mistake of fact, then it will be treated as what? Void contract. So please remember, coercion, undue influence, fraud and misrepresentation, voidable, and mistake, it will be treated as void contract. So here we have finished with section 19 and thus the concept of consent, free consent and the ingredients of free consent. Thank you.